Hello, welcome back to Making Animations using Google Slides. At this point, you should have the first slide completed. It is where we left off the last time. If you did not complete making your picture on this first slide, you want to pause the video now. Make sure you go and complete your picture completely before you move on with today's lesson. All right, so today what we're going to be doing is creating the actual movement, the animation within your slides. We're going to do this by duplicating the slide and making minor adjustments as things go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this video and explain a little bit more after.
In this video, you will add more slides to your animation to put your images in motion. As you add new slides, you will change the original position of your images slightly on each new slide. When you play your presentation, your images will appear to move like a digital flipbook. To begin, duplicate your first slide.
Okay, notice to duplicate, you're going to slide and then duplicate slide.
This will make the elements you added appear in the same place in the rest of your slides until you move them.
Right, so everything's going to be exactly the same.
Towards their final position. Then duplicate your next few slides and move the images a bit more.
I want to point out here, notice he did not duplicate all the slides at first. He didn't go like duplicate, 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 and get 10 of the same slide. You duplicate one, move it, and then make a duplicate of that slide. All right, because that way it already holds the movement that you just made, and then you move it a little bit more, and then you duplicate the new slide. And then you move a little bit more, and you duplicate the new slide. So just be aware of that. Don't duplicate the first slide 10 times. It's not going to work as well. You're doing one slide at a time. Notice with this, he's making the sun a little bit bigger because it seems bigger as it grows in the sky, as it's moving up.
Depending on the scene, you may want to change the background color to make the animation more realistic. For example, changing the color of the sky as the day goes on. Keep duplicating slides and adjusting your images to complete your animation. You might need to adjust your lines or shapes to create a smooth transition. Now, it's your turn. Duplicate your first slide. Reposition the images slightly on the next few slides. Adjust the background color, lines, or shapes as needed. And repeat these steps until your animation is complete.
Okay, good. So now you're going to pause the video at this point and you're going to go and do those things. Remember, you are not only just duplicating one, moving it a little bit, but you may want to change colors as well if it applies. So you saw that they made the sun a little bit yellow, the sky got a little bit lighter. So depending on what picture you're choosing, that may be part of it as well. All right, so you can go ahead and try that now. All right, after that, we're going to move on to the next step, which is testing your animation. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to test it.
In this video, you will test your animation and share it with a partner to ask for feedback. Testing your animation allows you to see what it will look like when someone plays it. Then you can decide whether the movement of your images appears natural or could improve with a few adjustments. Sharing your presentation allows others to view or comment on your story or topic. Asking for feedback is a useful skill because the suggestions and comments you receive often help improve your project. To start, play your animation in present mode from the beginning. To start your animation, press the play button that appears on screen. If you like, press the escape button to return to your project to make any adjustments to your slides. Then play it through once more and make sure it appears the way you want it.
So you may notice as you're playing through that some of the movements don't seem right, that maybe the picture wasn't lined up quite the right way. So that's when you use that escape key so you can go and adjust to make sure everything's where you want it to be.
Your animation is now ready to share.
One of the things that I did want to show you that they did not demonstrate in the video was how to adjust the speed of your animation. So that was basically how quickly the slides transition. So there's really two ways to do that. Number one is by an automatic switch of the slides, and then two is by manually clicking. I don't like the clicking because then you get the click, 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 click every time you click to move forward. So I'd rather do automatically. So they showed you how to go into present mode, and you do want to go present from the beginning. And the switch slides, the auto switch, is all the way down here under this little gearbox. So when you click on the gearbox, it'll have auto advanced when you hit play. So it's set to 2 seconds. I feel like when you're doing something like an animation, 2 seconds is too long. I mean, even every second is too long, but at least it's a little bit faster. So I'll leave it on 2 seconds because this is what it defaults to. So when you hit play, you'll see it'll move, it'll count 2 seconds. It'll move, it'll count 2 seconds. And see, it's doing it on its own. I don't have to click. If I change this, let's go back to slide 1. And if I change this to auto advanced every second, you'll see it's a little bit faster and a little bit smoother. And you can see it clicking through. So what I would like you to do is change that to auto advanced to 1 second while you're checking it to make sure things look good as it animates. So this is one that I created. So, I like it up through here. I feel like my storm cloud's coming in. And then as it covers the sun, it gets a little grayer. So what I think, looking at mine, I might add some gray sooner. So it's getting a little grayer as it goes over top. And then if I was to continue this, because I don't think this is complete, I would add rain. And maybe I would have raindrops falling to the ground to end my animation. So it's one of those things that you can check in between as you're making these animations, like check a little bit along the ways. Is it looking right? Is everything moving the way it's supposed to? And then if not, you can, hit exit or escape and go back and transition. So what I was saying too is you can just click, but you can hear how annoying that is to do the clicking sound. So that auto advance, again, it's under the gears, is the best method for that.
Now it's your turn. Play your animation in present mode. Adjust your slides as needed. Share your presentation with a partner and ask for feedback.
Okay, we're not going to share with a partner. What we're going to do is actually put the presentations in a Google Docs. So we're going to link it just like you did with your virtual slideshow. So I'll show you. I'm going to have a document open for you in Classroom in order to share your animation. Okay, so we are going to, instead of sharing with a partner, we're, like I said, going to put it on a document. So what we're going to do is come to your presentation. You're going to pretend this is your completed animation. You ran through it, you played it, you're happy with it. You're going to come over here to where it says share, and it's going to open up the box, and you're going to come down to the bottom. If it says restricted, you need to click on the blue words here that says change link to runamedeschools.org. All right, I'm going to say done, just so you can see. If it says get link runamedeschools.org, anyone in this group can link it, then you're good. But if it said restricted, you need to change it to this. So once you have it saying this, you can hit copy link. Your link's copied. Say you're done. In the assignment that I created under templates, Here's your slideshow animations, right? You're going to have a new template there. And I gave you a document. In this document, it is a bunch of blank boxes. And if you notice, it says type your name in the box below and attach your slideshow animation to your name as a hyperlink. So I'm going to find the first open box. We're not deleting anybody. We're not moving anything. Whatever's the next one that's open. And you're going to type your first and last name. Then we're going to make our name a hyperlink. So I'm going to highlight my name. We're going to come up to where it says Insert Link, and we're going to click Insert Link. And see my text, since I highlighted it first, it already filled in. My text is going to be Miss Maytag. And my link, I'm going to paste in Control V, and I'm going to apply it. So that was the one that we copied from the share settings. And now when I click on this, just like the virtual document, people will be able to open this and see it. If you did not change that restricted to Runnymede schools, everybody's going to come up as blocked. They won't be able to see yours. So it's really important you make sure that when you hit share, this says RunymedeSchools.org. Otherwise, it needs to be changed. All right. So that's all you need to do today is finishing up that animation and linking it to the document as I just showed you here. Remember, the document is under the templates heading. It's not attached to the assignment. It's attached to the templates. All right. And as always, if you have any questions, you can send me a chat in GoGuardian or pop back into the Google Meet and I'll help you with whatever you need. All right. Good luck with everything.